and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to post a video about household items that we use every day. Did you ever wonder if you're using something for too long? I have a few pet peeves about using things for too long. Anyway, if you're curious about how long is too long to hold on to certain things or use certain products, or whether or not you've been overusing things, then just keep on watching. So the first item I want to talk about is something that we all use, a pillow. You may not give it much thought. It's a pillow. You try to be good and change your linens often so that you won't break out and just to practice overall good hygiene. But the pillow itself should provide support for your head and your neck. And when you start noticing that your pillow is not providing that support, it's lumpy, it's become lumpy and shapeless, then it's time to go. Not only is it not providing the proper support for your body, but it's also holding bacteria and dust mites, dead skin. So it's time to switch it out. Now, some people replace their pillows as late as every 2 years, and these are people that wash their pillows. But I would recommend replacing your pillows every 6 months to a year. So that would ensure that you're keeping pillows that are providing you with the right support and that they are nice and clean. So that's the first item. The second item that I wanted to discuss is the shower puff. Now, I recently switched from using my body washes to using 100% pure African black soap. However, I still do, I like to have a little zhuzh in the shower with my body wash still from now and then, every now and then. So how often, or how long rather, is too long to hold on to our beloved puffs, right? If you're washing your body with it every day, you are removing dead skin and bacteria, and even if you're rinsing it out, some of that bacteria is still inside of the folds of the shower puff. So it's good to replace these babies every 1 to 2 months. Now that's not bad. It's considering that you can find them at the dollar store. I find mine at the dollar store all the time. So it's just $1 to switch it out. No big deal. Sometimes I buy a few at a time. So every 1 to 2 months to switch out your shower puff. Any longer than that, or if you have like a white cord and you start noticing that white cord is dingy, time to get rid of it. So that's that. The next thing that I have here is, you know what, I used it this morning, but I did wash it over the weekend, is a makeup brush. Not just one makeup brush, but all your makeup brushes. Now you may be thinking, even if you practice good hygiene and you say, well, I wash my brushes once a week or twice a week, and that's great because you should be washing your brushes, because if not, you're just putting all that bacteria back on your face when you apply your makeup every morning. So, but even when you wash your brushes often, you should be replacing your makeup brushes once every 2 years, because the bristles, they're not gonna all work the same. And no matter how much you wash something, it's always gonna hold bacteria. So once every 2 years is a good time frame to replace your makeup brushes. The next item that I have here is something that I'm guilty for not replacing on time all the time, and that's my disposable razor blade. Now, sometimes I'll switch them up often, but I read somewhere that Gillette did a study that showed that the average woman does not replace her razor blade quicker than a month. So showing that the average woman uses her razor for over a month. Now, dermatologists suggest that we should replace our disposable razor blades after a few uses. So, what I think is a few, you might not think is a few. I might think 7 times is a few. You might think 3 times is a few. Once you start noticing that you know how some of the razor blades come with the little soap or strip of moisture on the top, yeah, I think a good sign is when that strip doesn't work anymore, that you need to get rid of it. When you notice that your blades are dull, get rid of them. Once they're dull, they'll nick you faster. And you're just putting all the bacteria in this old disposable razor back onto your, your skin, and, you're shaving it, so you're causing, irritation. And if your legs or your skin is irritated, or even under the arms, sometimes you might give yourself irritation, or you might experience a little bit of a bump. That is also a way to know that it's time to get rid of the disposable razor. So every few uses. I'm guilty too, guys, I know. But just get rid of them. Don't hold on to them too long. You don't want to get like a skin infection or put bacteria on your skin. The next thing I have to mention is my beloved mascara. Now, this one is Wet n Wild 1 Mega Length Waterproof Mascara. Now, mascaras or eye makeup, it is good to get rid or replace your eye makeup at least once every 3 months. Usually, when you have a mascara that you're using every day, you'll notice that it dries out by then anyway. It may dry out by then. Some mascaras are really watery and for a while. But basically, you want to replace them once every 3 months, because once you're applying it, and all the bacteria that is around your eyes and your eyelashes, you're putting that back into the tube, and at room temperature, all that bacteria is just growing and festering inside of your mascara tube, so it can become pretty gross. So replace your mascara and eye makeup once every 3 months. Now, I know you're probably thinking, for those of you that have a vast collection, I'm not, replacing this once every 3 months. Well, if you're not using everything that often, then it shouldn't be that bad. But if you are using it often, every 3 months, okay? And the last thing is, and everybody should know this if you're going to the dentist regularly, once every 6 months, that you need to be replacing your toothbrush. Got some makeup on there. You need to be replacing your toothbrush once every 3 months. So halfway, like after you see the dentist, it would make sense you change the tool that you're using to clean your teeth, and also flossing every 3 months, because just like anything else, your mouth holds a lot of bacteria, and all that bacteria gets onto your toothbrush. Even if you're leaving it under the running hot water. One of the things I like to try to do to clean my toothbrush is I'll dip it into some Listerine or some nice powerful mouthwash, and then I'll run it under the hot water to sustain it for the good 3 months. So you should be replacing your toothbrush once every 3 months. Now, that is the last item that I have, but there are a lot of things in your household that you can replace quite often. Now, even if you're not replacing things, make sure that you're constantly, washing things. Like right now, it's the wintertime, it's really cold outside. We don't want to be bothered going to the laundromat. Or for those of us that have large washing machines in our building, that's great. But the quilts that we're covering with, that have our dead skin on them, and our linens, our pillowcases, they all need to be washed on a regular basis. And of course, we don't want to go to sleep with any makeup, and we want to be able to wash our pillowcases quite often because we don't want to break out. So even if even if you're not necessarily replacing things, you want to make sure you're keeping things up and keeping your good hygiene up and taking great care of your skin. So I hope this video was informative to you. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Hope you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.